When you're buying or selling your house, you want an agent that will service you with attention. Well, our next guest, broker Mario Armani, will tell you that attention to detail is everything. Mario, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to be here.
Well, we're excited to have you, and just tell us a little bit about your background. How long have you been in the real estate business?
I've actually been in real estate for about 11 years now, although it feels like a lot longer because before getting into real estate, I actually used to have a company that used to help real estate agents market themselves. So it feels like a lot longer.
That's great. You know how to promote what you're doing.
Yes,
and we'll
definitely
talk about that a bit later. Let's talk a little bit about your personal approach as a real estate agent. How do you differentiate yourself from the rest?
As you said in your introduction, I do feel that attention to detail is absolutely everything. I constantly see a lot of realtors really kind of go through old school methods to promote properties, and they don't really do anything out of the box. And I see a lot of very small, minor mistakes that at the time may not feel like they'll make a big difference, but over the course of the listing, that will definitely make a big difference in the long run.
And people want to sell quickly. So
100%.
Well, you're dealing these days with things like different ethnicities and different neighborhoods and different approaches to marketing, I'm sure. How do you deal with that?
It's very simple. You have to constantly educate yourself. If you do not constantly educate yourself, you're going to be left in yesterday's trend, and unfortunately, you're going to be left behind, which is definitely what happens to a lot of realtors.
Let's talk commission, because a lot of people make that decision. Oh, I'll hire this person because maybe they'll charge less. Tell me about that.
I absolutely love that question because it's one of the things that I talk about most in some of my social media advertising. And great realtors, they need money in order to be able to market a property. So if you don't pay them enough, unfortunately, they're not able to do the job and do things like high-end photography, video, advertising, or things like staging, which are very, very costly.
That does take money, right? And social media is such a prominent way to promote and market these days. How
Definitely.
do you use social media?
I use social media quite extensively, actually. A lot of realtors actually focus on paid advertising, which I do also, but I actually do that towards listing my properties. However, I do a lot of organic social media advertising, and I really like to connect with my audience this way. They actually get a feel for who I am.
Mario, what areas of Toronto do you service all around the GTA? How does that work?
We not only service Toronto, but we also service other areas, like, for example, Vaughan. It's one of our niche areas. There's a lot of people from Toronto, because of the cost, do tend to move up north. It is a little bit more feasible for them, and they can get a little bit of better bang for your buck.
Beautiful. How can people get in touch with you if they want more information?
Very simple. The best way to get in touch with me, you can call me or text me on my cell, 647-448-4939, or follow me on Instagram at armanicells.ca, and definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel, Mario Armani Real Estate Team, where I put out consistent videos every single week.
And we can see the houses that are for sale.
That's definitely, you can.
Love it. Well, thank you, Mario. And when we come back, you're going to give us a tour of one of those beautiful homes, right?
Can't wait.
All right, thank you so much. You're watching On TV Real Estate. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Hi, I'm Val Cole. Thanks for tuning in to On TV Real Estate, your weekly showcase of homes from across Ontario. And with me now is broker, realtor Mario Armani from Royal Lepage Premium One Realty in the GTA. Mario, let's take our viewers through a virtual tour of one of your latest listings.
It would be a pleasure. I'd actually like to take you on a tour of 14 Strathburn Boulevard in Toronto.
All right, well, let's start on the outside. Looks beautiful.
It's definitely a gorgeous property. It's actually situated on a 53 by 120 foot lot. There's extensive landscaping done, not only in the front of the property, but also on the back. So this property is actually a new property. It was built in 2006. The owners who currently live here are the original owners. As soon as you walk in, you'll notice that the home has a very big open concept entrance. You completely see directly through to the back of the house right from the front.
Beautiful.
It's definitely gorgeous. There's a formal living and dining room, 9-foot smooth ceilings with pod lights. And as soon as you move to the rear of the home, you notice this huge open concept space that has the area that every single family would want in a home. You have this open concept family room, kitchen room, and eat-in combination. The kitchen actually has very high-end cabinetry, granite counters, built-in appliances, gas stove.
I want to cook in that kitchen.
Definitely. Moving on upstairs, you'll notice the oak and iron staircase. The upstairs actually features 5 bedrooms, which is actually very peculiar for a home of this size. So usually you'll have the 4 bedrooms. On top of the 5 bedrooms, you actually have the ensuite laundry room.
That is so handy to have that upstairs.
Definitely. Moving into the master bedroom, it also features his and hers closets and a beautiful coffered ceiling.
Yay!
And the master also features a 6-piece ensuite complete with jacuzzi and the always wanted bidet.
Yeah, so popular in European homes. I'm so glad to see it coming into North American homes.
A lot of people actually want these, but seldomly do they find them in homes. So it's definitely great that this home has it.
Fantastic, so gorgeous.
Moving on downstairs, the home actually has a completely separate basement apartment. The basement being such a great size, it could actually be used as a family entertaining area, or it could be used as a potential income suite since it does have a 3-piece bathroom and a full kitchen.
Or if you want mom and dad living close by, right?
Definitely. With that kind of square footage, they would easily be able to live in your home and be out of your hair at the same time.
And this backyard, what a great space for entertaining too.
Definitely a great space. You have this beautiful interlock area that you could be used for entertaining when having your weekend barbecues. So the gorgeous shed in the backyard actually has electricity, so if you need to do anything in the outdoor department, you have a handy shed to help you out.
And you can make that noise in there. Thank you very much.
You got it. You got it.
Mario, that is a spectacular house, and we thank you so much for taking the time to walk us through that today. If you're interested in buying this home, can you tell viewers how they can reach you?
Of course, they can contact me directly on my cell phone at 647-448-4939, or they can also send me a direct message through Facebook and Instagram just by looking up Mario Armani.
Thanks so much for being here today.
Thank you so much for having me. Really appreciate it.
Coming up after the break, luxury real estate broker Janice Williams is in our studio with a tour of her latest listing, 138 Fenny Rose Crescent in Vaughan.